Hi guys, Maggie Make It Go here with another how-to video. We post videos every Friday on crafts, home improvement, DIY, business advice, and other things. If there's anything you want to see, please let us know in the comments and we'll see if we can get a video up for you. Today we're going to be looking at some basic car maintenance, but this is part 2. So if you missed part 1, I will link it up the top and you can check that out. Continuing on from part 1, next we have checking the oil in your car. As I said in the last video, you do want to open up the bonnet or the hood of your car. The handle can make a big clunk when you do that, and that is normal. And go around to the front of your car. Again, excuse the paint job on my vehicle. I need to re-clear coat it. And reach under, make sure you move that latch, pull the hood up and put the stand so that it doesn't fall on your head. From there you want to find your dipstick for the oil. So this is where it is on my Mitsubishi. You want to pull it out, and when you pull it out the first time you do want to take a rag and wipe it clean and then put it back in and pull it out. Now it's a little bit tricky to see because it was wobbling everywhere, but you'll see there's two little dots, two holes in the dipstick. Some dipsticks will just have a line, but basically the lower one will be, my one actually has an E on it which says empty, and the upper one has an F. So there will be two lines. It might not say F and E, and it might not be holes like it is here, but there will be two marks, and basically you want the oil level to be in between those two marks. The other thing you can notice with this is that my oil is at the right level, but it is actually quite dirty, so I would say it's about time for me to do an oil change. I won't do that in this video, and generally you would probably take that somewhere to get that done with a service. Now we're going to move on to power steering fluid. So this should be checked and topped up as required. You can use either power steering fluid or ATF, which is automatic transmission fluid. What I would suggest is that you ask in your local store like Repco or Super Cheap Auto to find which is right for your vehicle. You can also use the trusty Google machine. Put in your make and model of vehicle and ask which is the correct power steering fluid to use. The tank will have a minimum and a maximum line on it, and you want to make sure that the level is between them. Bear in mind that the engine should be cold when you do this. So like a lot of the fluids in your vehicle, the line that they come up to will vary when the engine is hot versus when it's cold. So you want to make sure that when you do all these things, it's best that your car has been sitting for a while so it's really cooled down so that you don't overfill things. The power steering fluid makes it so that you can easily turn corners and turn the steering wheel. Next we have brake fluid. Brake fluid can be .3 or .4, and if your vehicle calls for .3, you are able to use .3 or .4. If your vehicle calls for .4, do not use .3. The other question is you can't use ATF in place of brake fluid, and that's because brake fluid is glycol based and ATF is petroleum based. So the chemical makeup is very different and they're not able to be used in place of each other. So make sure you only use brake fluid. Again, there'll be a minimum and a maximum, and you want to be between those two lines, and make sure your engine is cold and your brakes are cold when you're doing this. So while you're under the hood of your car, you may as well just check the battery. I don't want to go too much into detail with this, but you can just check the terminals and that everything is tight and there's no massive amounts of corrosion. You can spray a corrosion prevention fluid on. It would look like this, but yeah, just check out your battery, see if there's anything untoward happening. Checking the lights. You want to make sure that all your lights are working properly when you want them to. So if you are by yourself, what you need to do is turn your lights on and go outside the vehicle and make sure that they're operating correctly. So you can do this with your hazards, your indicators, your headlights, both on full beam and dipped or half beam. but it does become a little bit tricky when you want to do this with your reversing lights and your brake lights. So a really good trick is to reverse your vehicle up to a reflective window. Also, you can do this at night, makes it a little bit easier, but if you're just trying to do it during the day, you can reverse up to a reflective window and you can see the reflection. So I do have one more area to talk about, but it is kind of a big one, so I am going to leave that for part 3. So to end out this video, I just have a quick bonus tip for you. When your petrol gets low, if you forget which side your petrol cap is on, your car actually tells you. So as you can see on my vehicle, there is a little triangle pointing to the left, and that tells me that my car fuel cap is on the left-hand side of my vehicle, which it is. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Just remember, we do put out new videos every Friday. If there's something that you want us to do, please let us know in the comments. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that you can see whenever we post a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.